bring in the board, keep it under control, and not take a seat, the driver's not gonna stand it. But however, the driver challenged me and said, that bag weighs more than 27 pounds, and maybe that bag is 50 pounds. He didn't touch it, but he, by right, as the policy said, you cannot bring, one area said 20 pounds, another area said 27 pounds. Depends what vehicle you are, you follow the policy. Okay? The other thing is, we're very open on this AAC. It is the board member that asks the questions, not the general public. We will allow you to discuss things, but it is the board member that can ask the question. Okay? After the meeting, you can ask specific questions. So the question that you've been asking, really, is in the right guy. Thank you.
Thank you. Elmer, can you complete your presentation?
Yeah, we're almost done. One of the things from here on, the CSR goes into booking the reservation. The time that the system offers based on the runs we have open, it'll come up. When I went for John, it already tells me that he's got subscriptions booked for tomorrow. So if there are trips, it comes up already. As you can see, there's John's information as far as where he'll be traveling. And over here, it tells me that it's a subscription. So that's something that he's already got booked from the senior center going to his residence.
Right.
So it just comes up as the next trips, as you can see on that screen. It's a pop-up and it tells the CSR, hey, John's already got this trip, so you really want to book him another trip at 9 a.m. And here on out, the other screen will be where they book the reservation. The reservation actually goes into a route. The system starts routing the trips, but there's human interaction after that. Someone asked the question, who looks at the routes? I think it was Ella. The system already books it over here. Then it goes to Ashley. Ashley looks at them at the night. Daisy, the closing dispatcher, looks at the route. And then in the morning, Michelle starts looking at them as well before the day starts. Michelle starts at 4 a.m. Usually most of our trips start coming at 6:30. That's when it starts getting, so we bring her at 4 a.m. so she has that time to start looking at the trips. But there is multiple people looking at trips, and you'll see my name sometimes venture into the routes as well. So believe me, there's multiple of us looking at the information. Do we get it perfect all the time? No, we don't.
You guys will make changes at 4 o'clock to make it better, right?
Correct, and we get cancellations. We have a voicemail where people may leave cancellations during the night when there's no one, the call center is closed. We'll check those cancellations. And also we start getting cancellations from folks that booked it the night before but woke up in the morning and they're not feeling well, they're not up to traveling. We'll cancel. So when we cancel, that alters the route completely. Now you got to change everything. You got to go pretty much change what Ashley and Daisy did the day before and redo it all over again on the route.
Which is why Ella's comment about forgetting about her subscription isn't necessarily true. It's not that we forgot and that it was never assigned to a vehicle. It's just something happened that day and that trip was moved from whatever vehicle it was originally assigned to a different vehicle for a variety of reasons. It could be the bus is running late, it could be we have a cancellation, it could be, all kinds of stuff. So it's not that we forgot, because as you can see, we know all the subscription trips, and it's just a matter of, yes, it was booked on this trip last night, this morning we moved it to this vehicle for whatever reason.
As you
That
can
would
see,
answer Ellen's question, because she has the vision and I don't. Why we're going here, we should be going there. It makes more sense to go there, because in the morning, they had to make some changes quickly. It may be at 7 o'clock and they start working on it,
One of the things you can see here, John's subscription for the 11th is already scheduled. This is the status. It says schedule an S. That means we already scheduled your subscription. We don't, the subscriptions automatically get scheduled. So just to reinforce what Adrian said, we don't forget, they're automatically scheduled 2 weeks ahead of time. But obviously there's going to be folks coming in, booking, canceling trips. So it changes a lot until the day of service. And one of the things that we have to keep in mind is we can, myself, Ashley, Daisy, Michelle, we can make a theory of how that route looks, And it looks great for us sitting here in the office, but when the driver goes out on the road, it's a whole different scenario. There's traffic, there's a roadblock, there's a detour. It completely changes things for the driver as well. Now, also there's an opinion too. What looks good for me may not be good for John. He says, I can do this better. I actually know a shortcut. I'm gonna go on this little street, and I may not know about that little street. So that's what changes on the route. Yes.
What does the word subscription mean?
Subscription is a standing order, so it's a ride that,
You don't have to call it in all the time,
Yeah.
it's automatic.
it's automatically
What
there.
happened to me is I went the same one every day, 1:30 going home from the senior center. And they called me and they said, are you gonna continue this? And I said, yes. So that's when your company owner made it a standing order.
Yeah, it kind of helps the rider, it helps us as well, because we can plan, like, as you can see, ahead of time. And then it helps the rider, so he doesn't have to call every day.
Very helpful.
And to book the reservation.
Okay, we have to move on.
Okay.
I have to move on, because we're on the time constraint, and I got another presentation, we have to move on. Elmer, is there anything else, Elmer?
That's it.
All right, thank you, Elmer, much appreciated. I would like to make this one point real fast before we move to the presentation of the tap card. Please be aware that Jim made a very profound point that I mentioned several years back, and I'm gonna say it again. We have a writer's guide for a reason. Those who can't get a hard copy, download it from the Access website. Please read the writer guides. A lot of these questions and comments that you guys were stating in the board meetings can be answered in your writing guides. So thank you, Jim, for bringing that up. Please, members, all my current members, read your writer guides, and it'll cut down on a lot of time when you come here, because it'll be answered in your writer guide. Please download and read it. If you can't have one, ask Adrian or Elmer for a hard copy. I was during the city of universities and those who went to college. Do your homework and do your research, because when you get in front of the classroom, the professor asks you the question, you may have a pop quiz, you don't know it, you get it failed. Read your writing guides and cut down on a lot of time. We have to move on now. Presentation
Do
on
you
the
have
time.
the audio versions of the writer guide?
Well, after the meeting, you can converse with Adrian or Elmer. They can
We'll give you one right here, you're in the meal.
Exactly, so we'll work it out.
Two for $1.05.
But they will accommodate. Malco, if you get a chance, download the router guide. It'll help you a lot.
Okay.
So Jim gave you a very, very profound point. So we're gonna move on now to the presentation of the tap card replacement. Corey Zamora, where are you?
I'm right here.
You have the floor.
Thank you. Just pulling up my presentation.
And one second, Corey. Please refrain from comments because we're on a time constraint. I want to get you out of here for lunch, so that Corey speaks.
Oh, they're providing lunch.
Hey, they should.
All right, go ahead, Corey.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. My name is Corey Zamora. I work for Adrian for the city, and I oversee our TAP program. So I was reading the last minutes, and Adrian asked me to come and just do a really quick presentation about balance protection on your TAP card and what to do if you lose it or it's stolen or it stops working. And then also how to transfer rides from maybe, or money or fare or whatever you have on your card from your old one to your new one.
And 1 second, let Corey speak through the whole presentation. After she's done, I will give you a few minutes to make a comment because we're on a time constraint, so let her go through the whole presentation before you interject. Go ahead, Corey.
Thank you. I passed this little flyer out for you. You can take it home. I have some, John, I can give to you for the senior center.
Okay, thanks, Corey.
What I did is basically I took my presentation here and made it just a 2-pager for you guys. So what I wanted to start with is balance protection and what that means on a TAP card. What that is basically it's your TAP card would be registered. You would call to register it. I'll get onto that with depending on what type of card you have. And what that does is if your card is lost, misplaced, it's stolen, maybe it stopped working, that allows you to be able to get a new card and to have your fare, your bus fare, your passes, your rides, your stored value, whatever you have on it, moved over to a new card. Okay, we call that balance protection. So you register your card for balance protection. If you have an orange card or a green card, it is already balance protected because you had to apply for it. Basically, we already know that you own that card, so it's balance protected. Okay? If you have a blue card, which is a regular fare card, that is not. You need to call in to the TAP Service Center and have that registered for balance protection for you. Does anybody here have a blue card by chance? You do? Okay. I'm sure I've talked to you before. I believe yours is probably registered. So yeah, like I said, green and orange already registered. Okay. I also wanted to just do a quick little, because I'm sure some people might not have seen all the different cards we have. We have the orange card, which is basically reduced fare. It's for seniors here in Santa Clarita, 60 years and older, or disabled. When you apply for your senior card or a Lactoa card, that is what you get as an orange one in the mail. Okay, has your picture, all that good information on it. There's also the green card, which is the access card. That's the one that you apply for through Access with your eligibility, and they send that card to you. That acts as your Access ID, I'm sure you guys already know this, and your TAP card all at the same time. Okay. Then we have the blue cards, like what Milka has, which is full fare riders, and there's no need to apply for it because anybody can get it as a full fare rider. Okay. So if I think I already went over this, if your card's lost or stolen, you just call in, and actually I'll go to the next slide to do that here. Okay, what I did is I broke it down on the sheet for you and in the presentation by card color, okay? So we'll start with the orange card. If you have an orange card and is lost or stolen or stopped working, immediately call the TAP Service Center. Okay, I provided the phone number for you on the flyer. And what you'll do is you'll report and say, I've lost it, it's been stolen, or it's not working, I need a new card, okay? They'll take all your information and they will get that process going for you. There is a $5 fee for a new card though, okay? And they will ask you to send that in, I think, money order or check. They don't take cash, okay? And the card will come in 4 to 6 weeks. What happens?
Did you get that? Okay, the money is already on there, can you take money off of that?
Yeah, no, it doesn't,
Okay.
They won't be able to take it off what you already have on the card,
Okay.
yeah. But they'll let you know how to do that. The TAP Service Center is not Santa Clarita, so it's actually
Okay,
down in
yeah,
the valley.
okay.
Yeah, so we deal with them on a daily basis, but they're the ones that you'll be speaking to, okay? And if you have any questions and concerns, you can give us a call and we can help you guys through it also, okay? But one thing I just wanted you to note is it does take 4 to 6 weeks for the card to come to you in the mail. Usually it's sooner than that, but that's the time we quote, okay? Because your card has to be verified and we put the picture on it and we do all that kind of stuff and send it to you, okay? Now if you have a green access card, it's a little different. If it's lost, stolen, inoperable, you need to call Access immediately. Okay, Access Services, and I did provide the phone number for you on the flyer. And what they will do is they will report it and have a card mailed out to you. There is a $5 fee that they'll ask you for, and that card also comes within 4 to 6 weeks. Okay? If you have a blue card, we're back to the TAP Service Center. You call the TAP Service Center if it's lost or stolen. There's a $5 fee, it will be mailed to you in 4 to 6 weeks. Okay? So, orange or blue, TAP Service Center. Green, call Access.
Now Corey, if you report it, if you have a blue card, you report it lost or stolen, you can still go to any outlet here and buy
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So you don't have to wait the 4
You don't have to wait the 4 to 6 weeks, and you don't really have to pay the $5 fee. Okay? I'm telling you a little secret here. We're not supposed to share. If you go to one of our pass sale outlets and ask for a new card, it's a $2 fee, and they'll probably require you to put a minimum of $5 on your card of stored value or buy a pass or whatever you need to do that. So you don't have to wait the 4 to 6 weeks. You don't have to pay the $5, and you have your card a lot sooner. Yes.
Corey, also you can get a temporary card over at the city hall when you lose your card while you wait to get your new one?
Technically, we are only allowed to give temporary cards out to new applicants.
Okay.
However, there have been times where we as Santa Clarita Transit have waived that policy on a one-on-one basis. So it's not an across the board, but yes, we will, look into that and see what we can do to help you guys out.
Okay.
Okay?
Can we ask questions now?
If you want, if it's on these slides, yeah.
Okay. The first question is, why is it that the blue card has an expiration date?
They all have expiration dates. The blue, the green, and the orange all have expiration dates.
Why is that?
Well, it's kind of, the blue and green is based on your eligibility. So, sorry, not the blue and green. The orange and green is based on your eligibility.
Right.
Whether it's senior, whether it's an eligibility check, or it's a doctor's note for the Lactoa card. Now the blue, they have a lot longer. They start out at 10-year expiration dates. So they expire every 10 years. And honestly, that is so that technology changes,